Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not, and welcome to the grand finale of Nick Month 2. This time it's personal. Yes, I've done it. This is it. The last one. That's right. There is the thingy. I can scratch it off. Yeah, eh, eh, eh. So thank you for watching. No, I gotta talk about the movie. When we are finishing up not only Nick Month 2, this time it's personal. We're finishing up the Jace Normathon. I just came up with that now. I should have came in with Bixler High Private Eye. Jace Norman's last, well, until recently, last Nickelodeon TV film. Until Henry Danger the movie. Yes, and this is a better one. I, much like with Blurred, I didn't remember what this one was about. But Jace plays Xander DeWitt, who is looking for his missing father. He's missing for 3 months. To me, that's a little too early to be looking for someone. Oh, he's been gone for 3 months. Here I thought he's like missing his whole life or something. Like, I'm trying to find my dad, and he's like, he went missing 3 months ago. I'm like, really? It's only been 3 months? But Norman is joined this time by baby Ariel. I don't know what Ariel something. She was on Henry Danger in the episode with the cactus. She was in Zombies 2 and 3. So she's been in other things. And then Ed Bigley Jr., who's been in everything. He was in I think he was in the Shaggy Dog reboot. He was in the remake, not the Tim Allen one, the '90s one. He was in the '90s Tim Allen one. He was in that movie I reviewed called Murder She Purred. He was bunch of stuff growing up in the '90s. You watching him? He's there. So yeah. And he's here. He plays the grandfather. So, yeah, the premise is that Xander's looking for his missing father, and due to his hijinks, his mom suggests that he be sent to live with his grandfather until he's able to behave. Fortunately for Xander, recent events have directed him towards his grandfather's town, so that's exactly where he needs to go. Yeah. I remember how this opens. He's doing something. He's like a master of the skies or something, and he somehow brought it all with him to his grandfather's house later. He's trying to do something. He's trying to locate something, and he gets found by the cops. He's covered in, he's like, hey, thank you. He's acting all smooth. His mom is not impressed. So she's like, I'm going to send you to your grandfather's. And just at that moment, it just so happens to be that the GPS has popped up on his computer and has directed him towards his grandfather's town of Bixler town. I don't know. By the way, I was like, Bixler High. That's just where he goes to school. It's not his name. But yeah. So he agrees to go there. And his grandpa's, of course, this old stick in the mud. He's got a fake leg. Apparently he used to be a private eye, and Xander wants his help. Says, no, I can't do that. I retired. I promised your grandmother I wouldn't do it anymore. Blah, blah, blah. He's also mad at this Winnebago that's in his yard. He's freaking out about that. So, yeah, typical old man stuff. Get off my lawn! He even says, I'm particular about my lawn. So he's old man stereotype there. Yeah. I do wish that they didn't have him so cold. Like, he does come around, but, So, he has a hard time being able to go out because his grandfather is always watching him. Eventually, his grandfather gives up and is like, you know what? Once I go to sleep, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on once I go to sleep. So, as long as you're back in the morning before when I wake up, it's not my problem. But he investigates and he's able to locate. To track his dad to the library, but he's stopped by a policeman. This is very Mayberry-esque. It's like he's like talking to him. He's got a whole bunch of IDs. That's not. But like the guy comes out. This guy comes out right away. You're like, well, he did it. They would introduce this guy now if he didn't do it. But this guy's like, oh hey, I feel like was this guy Rick Twitler on Henry Danger? I feel like I've seen this guy somewhere before. I swear. Was he? I don't know. I didn't look it up. I can look it up. Hold on. No, not that controller. My green one. I want the green one. I don't want this one because it'll mess me up. Let me see. It might not be. But I want to look it up because... And unlike the other three I reviewed of his, this has a Wikipedia page, which is weird. Wouldn't think it would, but it does. The Wikipedia thing I have on here is still in terms of endearment. Not whatever review. Oh, it's from the Victorious review. That's right. Let's see. Bix. Not Bill Clinton. Bixby! No. Bixler High Private Eye 2019 television film. Alright. Jack Finn. David Rogers. Jack Finn. This is going backwards. I don't see him on here. Leverage Redemption. I've seen him from something. Where? Happy Endings? Didn't know. Shark Numbers. Numbers? Oh, I thought he was the brother on Numbers. No, it's not him. No, I guess I don't know him from anything unless... No, nothing. It's weird that his film goes from 2015 to 2019 going this way. Dark Ride I've seen. But then his television goes from 2024 down. Not, I don't know. I don't know where I've seen him from, but what is his name? Finn, right? His name is Jack Finn. Yeah. Jack Finn, this guy, he's in the library. He says that he's going to demolish the library and he's just finishing things up before he does. So, that's a hint. But, yeah, and the guy lets him go. He's like, hey, you know. So, Xander goes to school and he meets... I forgot her name. I was going to leave this up because I'm telling you right now. Kenzie, who is an aspiring reporter and private eye in her own right. And she's one of those kids you knew growing up that just answer every question. You know, what do we call them? Oh, yeah, nerd! No, I'm just kidding. But really, they just answer every question, right? Not like the other people who knew the answers but didn't answer anyway. He's throwing his hand up and I'm thinking, does he actually know the answer? And one time he does actually get to answer the question. He starts bragging and he's like, what was the question again? About the Earth crust and everything. But, yeah. So they decide to start working together after he shows up looking for his dad, but comes across her pretending to be a mechanic. male mechanic, and try to figure out how these kids are vandalizing the this guy's garage or something. Is maybe it's like a store of some sort. And this confuses me because he's like, oh, I bet you I can figure it out, and I get to sit in front. Okay, so he goes over there. He uses an ultraviolet light app, which I don't know if they even make that, to look at the keypad and figure out that they're which buttons open the door. And he says, well, that she says, I didn't know they had an app like that. And he's like, yeah, those kids, they must just use that and figure it out. I'm like, but if she didn't know there was an app, and they've shown several times this town is like behind the times. They have a video store. Not that it's open, but so if she didn't know what that was, how did the other kids know? Just saying. I'm just saying, but like, yeah. So now he sits in the front and he gets all the questions, and they decide to work together, and they start working on cases, and they come across this girl, Cara Jean, whatever, who has a missing dog. But Xander just wants to look for his dad, so he's not concerned about the dog. Then he starts to realize that there's something else going on. Dogs, animals, they have, like, they're very sensitive to Mother Nature and stuff. So maybe there's a bunch of dogs that have gone missing. And so maybe they sensed that there's an earthquake and it hidden. Though the reveal of where the dog was later doesn't make any sense. Because he's right. But I mean, he's right about an earthquake of sorts, but yeah. So his grandpa keeps kind of coming in there to look at this little crime scene thing he's got in there. But it won't help him, because he promised the grandmother he wouldn't, but he can... Okay. Yeah, I'm having trouble sending SOS, which does come in handy. Eventually, when it's revealed that, surprise! Jack is the bad guy. Yes. And he locks them up, the two of them up. And so he sends an SOS by putting out 505, which is very smart. The grandpa gets it, and he and the Cara drive the Winnebago to where they are. Yeah. Because he's got one foot, one leg, one good leg. But yeah. But they get out and they go to rescue the dad, who, by the way, is Rick Peters. Or Rickman from Smallville. You know, the episode in season 1, the guy that can touch the hands and tell him to do what he wants. Him. Rickman. Yes. I was like, what? I know him. And when he smiled, I went, motherfucker. That's Rickman from Smallville. Just that smile that he does. Yeah. Turns out, and this is some of the stupidest... I was with this, man, but this... So, this guy, this Finn, Jack Finn, he is having the dad, Rusty, what? Build and activate this machine that will cause an earthquake. I'm assuming that it's sort of like a real estate deal where he destroys the town, then will get money. And they get a lot of money to rebuild the town or something. I don't know if he ever explained why. It says in order to raise the town. So I don't know what that means. It's Blurt. Wait, I'm just going to type in raise the town. R-A-Z. Raise means to completely destroy a building or town, leveling it to the ground. It implies a thorough and intentional demolition. Raze means demolish, destroy, or tear down completely. Purpose. Term often implies a deliberate act of destruction as opposed to accidental damage. You're not, but why would you? Okay. Why would you raise? Hello? Delete. It won't delete. It won't delete at all. Okay, I don't know what. Go back. What? Okay. Type. Why would you raise? Mother puss bucket. Why would you raise? In strategy games, you might raise a city for several reasons, including to deny it to the enemy, to weaken their empire, to improve your own city placement and resource management. Essentially, raising the city on map. Okay, video game, sure. You raise them so you can move on. Later, you build again when you clear out the area, or you've taken the big city, causing a loyalty pressure. But I wouldn't. But okay, is there a reason why Jack Finn is trying to raise that town? I don't understand it. My stomach just gurgled at me. I guess I don't understand that point. It just says he's trying to raise the town. I'm assuming there's some sort of profit involved in it. But nonetheless, so while they are rescuing the dad, they send the girls out to warn everyone in the town that a big one is coming, so they can try to stop the machine. Eventually, they do stop the machine, and everything goes out happy. And Xander decides, I didn't mean to hit that, I shouldn't hit that one. Xander decides he's going to stay in Bixler to finish off the school year. And they imply that he and Kenzie are going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and I just went, nah? Nah? Like, where? Was there supposed to be chemistry between them? Because there wasn't. There was like one scene where the grandpa was talking about how they were looking at each other, and I'm just like, I don't see what he's saying, because there's nothing there. There's no chemistry between them. There's nothing. She had better chemistry with the cactus that poked with the cactus that poked her suit in the Henry Danger episode. He had better chemistry with Schwartz. I'm just saying. There was no chemistry between these two. I'm sorry. And the dog was under the bed the entire time. I don't know how that confirms the earthquake thing, though. Was he hiding underneath the bed because of it? I guess. I don't know. I'm going to give this a high middle of the road. I liked it. I liked it better than... You know what? No, I'll give it a low, pretty good. A low, pretty good. Because I liked it. So, I'm not going to do a whole video, but I'm just going to rank all the Jason Norman TV movies from worst to best. And we're going with Blurt. And we're going to go with Rufus. The first one, because it doesn't really have a plot. And then you got Rufus 2, which has a plot, so that's next. And then we have... So, how many is there? Forgetting one? I'm not doing the Henry Danger special. So we have Blurt, Bixler, Rufus 2, splitting at 5, and Henry Danger's movie 6. So number 6, the bottom one, Blurt. And then number 5 is The First Rufus. Number 4 is Rufus 2. Number 3 is Bixler High Private Eye. Number 2, Henry Danger the movie. And number 1 is still Splitting Atom. That was goofy Jace Norman, but I still like it over Henry Danger the movie. Squeaky Bird. It's nighttime. Go sleep. Anyway, there you have it. Bixler High Private Eye in the end of Nick Month 2. This time it's personal. And it was personal. Yeah, so that's one thing done. I gotta finish the Saw franchise, which by now, hopefully I've done. I got 5 movies to do. Plus, I have 4 episodes left of the Drew Carey Show. I'm gonna do a Scotty TV on that before I get to finishing off Saw, so yeah, expect that at some point. They're probably already out by now, so what are your thoughts on Bixler High Private Eye? Let me know how much you like, share, and subscribe. Will I do this again? Eventually. I don't know. Depends on how long I have this for. Will I do it again next year? I don't know. I think next year I want to go easier on content. I've done so much already this year, and we're in August. I still have my 2 big months coming up yet. And I just don't realize that I have to finish what this is. I'm going to take a break. And then I got to start worrying about Halloween Horror Month. So, yeah. I'm writing stuff down. I'm getting stuff ready. So, I have ideas. So, yeah. So, thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.